All right, yo, here we go.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, getting back into it. You guys missed me the last few days, but we were on an absolute heater. I ended up going perfect on Saturday, 5 out of 5. Sunday, I ended up going 10 out of 12 on the spread. That's 15 out of 17 for my last 17 NBA games. That is absolute fire percentage.
Pretty good.
Did miss my championship winner though, but I did call the 2 to get there, so I did all right there. We've got our futures heating up now. Our Nuggets to win the division are down beneath the plus 200. It's, I believe, 160 now, plus 160. Last I saw. Everything's just starting to look really, really good. Jokic MVP odds are down below minus 300. It's all just looking great in our favor. And now today we've got our guest host, the Bill Dozer, here today.
Gonna pick winners.
He's here just to pick the winners. Alright, you want to start off our first game, Sixers-Pacers?
Yeah.
Real quick, I'll get you the injury report. Sixers, I know, are clean and healthy. And everybody is off of that injury report. Pacers are going to be missing Malcolm Brogdon, TJ McConnell, Chris Duarte, Miles Turner, TJ Warren, Ricky Rubio. And Goga Badatsi is day-to-day. Line's going to be minus 11.5 for the Sixers at the Pacers. What do you got?
Well,
Oh, here, let me give you the total, too, in case you're got a little edge on that. It's going to be 234.5.
that's pretty high to me. It seems really high for a Pacers 76ers game. I hadn't even had that, but now that you tell me that, it depends on the other totals. How is that compared to? Is that one of the higher totals tonight?
Taking a peek here, I see one that's higher, 2 that are higher, 1 that's the same.
Okay, but it's near the top. So I don't know. I think the 76ers are gonna. It depends on Harden. If Harden shoots good and plays good, they're gonna cover. If he doesn't, then it might be a close game and they don't cover. But I think the 76ers are the better team and are gonna cover.
You have the Sixers to cover tonight?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that boat. Sixers have everybody healthy. This injury report right here tells you the story. That's what's going to be making my mind up tonight. Sixers all the way tonight.
Harden needs to play good.
If you had to pick a side on the total, which way do you lean?
I would lean. I think that I would play the over.
You'd play the over?
Yeah, I think that number's way too high for some reason, and like somebody knows something I don't know or something. But
so I'm on the Sixers team total over tonight. I'm worried that the Pacers might not be able to keep up.
Right.
That's my only worry.
What is that total? Over what?
234.5.
234.5. Okay. Yeah, I like Sixers and the over.
If I had to pick a side, I'm not taking an under with this Pacers team. They don't play any defense, so I'm gonna lean with you on that over as well. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me on that game.
Yeah. Go to the next one.
Oh, and you said something about Harden. Is there any player props you're really curious on or want to look at?
What's his point total? What is he?
Harden's is 22.5 tonight.
Yeah. See, that's scary. I think everyone thinks he's going to get 22. Don't you?
I expect him to get 23, yeah.
Me too. That's just, but I don't want to touch that bet. Something stinks being 22.
I mean, it's probably Embiid going to try and steal the show and put up 50 tonight, honestly.
No, I'd leave that prop alone. I'm scared of that prop.
Fair enough. No player props in that one tonight. On to the next one. We've got the Cavs at the Magic. I'm going to be leaning Cavs here, and that total is going to be 221.5. Spread's going to be minus 7.5 for the Cavs. Where do you lean on both?
Well, I would like to take. Oh, I like the under in that game. It's hard to pick the Magic or the Cavs, but I would definitely play the under.
Magic Cavs under?
Yes. What was the number?
221.5.
Yeah, I like under that number.
Yeah, honestly seems a little high.
Just seems like, both teams, well, the Magic, we know can't score. I mean,
That's the thing. The Magic
have
are
scoring issues.
okay. They just don't play defense, and that's what gets them blown out of games.
I feel like they don't have a lot of people who can score.
But the Cavs play defense.
If Wagner puts up
So maybe a
25.
team total under on the Magic tonight.
I like the game under. And if I had to lean one way, it would be Cleveland minus the 8.
Yeah, that's my lean for sure. You're with me on Cleveland then as well for
Yeah.
this one.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and look at the Magic team total. I can get them under 100.5 for plus 210. That might be my play right there. My outlandish play, my fun play for you. Good odds, solo bet.
Alright.
Magic not to get to 100. And that's plus 210 odds. I like that. I'm going to roll with that for one of mine tonight. Even though Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, this team still plays great defense. I'm going to trust the Cavs to hold this team to under 100. Ultimately going to take the Cavs on the spread as my best bet for that game, though. I don't even need to look at those injury reports. Magic are bad. Cavs are missing some key players. That's why it's only 8. Alright. Moving on to this next one, we've got the Houston Rockets at the Brooklyn Nets. Huge number here. It's 16.5 in the Nets' favor. Over under of 244.5, and these are definitely two teams that score the basketball. I won't be taking an under at all with these two teams. Honestly, they could put up 260 and still not even look back. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm definitely leaning over if I'm taking a bet here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the points. How do you feel in this Rockets-Nets game?
Rockets and the Nets. That's a 17-point line, right?
16.5.
Yikes. Yeah, it's I never want to give up that many points. Especially for a team that plays no defense.
You're leaning with the Rockets tonight?
Oh yeah, I would
but
take the Rockets plus 7.
No Dennis Schroeder, no Christian Wood, no Eric Gordon, no John Wall.
Then that'd be the game I'd probably just leave right alone. I don't think I would touch that game.
I'm still leaning Rockets. I believe the Nets are going to be...
I would...
They're missing Seth Curry, missing Goran Dragic.
Ooh.
Ben Simmons is still out, Joe Harris is out.
Yeah, well,
I expect the Rockets to be able to cover that number with a couple of their bench pieces out in this game.
Well, yeah, I expect Durant and Kyrie to both try to put up 35 or 40, which they're going to need to, and then still need to play in the fourth quarter to win the game. So I don't.
All right, yeah, then we're both on the Rockets then.
Yeah, I like it. But with all those injuries for the Rockets, it's a game I wouldn't.
Well, no, they're not playing Dennis Schroeder or Eric Gordon anymore because they want to give their young guys the minutes.
Got ya.
Christian Wood, I think he got hurt, and they just don't want him to get hurt again the rest of the year for nothing.
Right. Was that the rookie? Is that rookie center?
Not rookie, sophomore.
Last year he was a rookie?
Something like that, but yes, it's that one guy we were talking about the other day.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We've got the Hornets at the Heat. What do you got here?
I like the Hornets plus the points here.
Hornets plus the 4.5?
Yeah. For some reason, the line looks funny to me. It seems weird, so that's why that's a game I want to bet.
What about the total, 226.5?
I think it's higher than what it should be, but that's what it scares me. I'm playing it. I wouldn't touch that total. I think the total should be 218.
You stay off. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, you think a little under then.
Yeah, but the line being that far off makes me wonder about.
I mean, I lean under on this game as well,
right.
But
yeah, the line is too high though. It makes me think something. You know how I think about that.
I'm taking Charlotte as well plus the points here.
That's the pick I like there.
I'm worried.
I think that's my best bet of the night. Charlotte plus the 4.5.
That's my scariest bet of the night. It's the one that I'm the most worried about. Is this one here? You say it's your best bet.
Yeah.
But you're the most worried about it?
Well, yeah, it's the scariest. I mean, but that for me makes it my best bet. I think.
I can't tell you that's what makes it my best bet for me. That's hard to do for me, but
it is for me tonight. It is.
That's gonna be a tough one for me. I'll be sweating that one out until I see how the game goes. But we're gonna keep moving on here. Well, actually, hold on.
We got Buck.
I know the Heat were missing Jimmy Butler the other night. Let's see if they have him back or if anyone else is out tonight.
Oh, it would make sense. That line would be right if Jimmy Butler's out.
No, so it's
Bam Adebayo. Everybody's playing for the Heat.
PJ Tucker day-to-day, questionable. Markieff Morris day-to-day, questionable. Caleb Martin day-to-day, questionable. Kyle Lowry, questionable.
He played last night at the other night.
Okay, well, PJ Tucker is his knee. Markieff Morris is hip flexor strain. Caleb Martin is a calf. Kyle Lowry is soreness.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Dwayne Dedmon is ankle. And Gabe Vincent is his toe, and they're all questionable.
Yeah, no, a couple probably won't go, but I don't know. That's the Heat.
That's the Heat. We'll look at the Hornets real quick.
You know, nobody's injured on the Hornets, so that's why they're plus 4.5.
Yeah, perfect slate.
Yeah, yep, that's what that is. It's all those injuries they're counting on.
I'm taking the Hornets here.
Me too. I like it.
And I'm taking the under if I had to take a side.
Yeah, the line scares me, so I don't want to touch that one. But it's
your logic says you like the under, but you wouldn't.
Correct, I wouldn't bet it. But yeah, I think that they should score way less than that. But it's not a bet I would.
And then here is another tough one for me. It's going to be the Hawks at the Raptors. It's the same line, Hawks at the Raptors. The only thing is I like this one better.
Hawks.
I'm not as worried about the Raptors going out and beating a team by 5 or more that's close to their seed.
Are the Hawks
like
plus 3 or 4 on the road?
The Hawks are plus 4.5.
Plus 4.5. Plus 4.5.
At the Raptors.
At Toronto.
And that over-under is going to be 226.5.
226.5. It's just too bad. I mean, I don't like it either way, but...
I mean...
Yeah, not again.
If I like the under in the Hornets Heat, I think I like the over here.
I would see what you're saying. Yeah, I would go with that theory. And if I had to lean one way or the other, I would take the Hawks plus the 4.5. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's literally the same exact line. The road team is getting 4.5 points with an over-under of 226.5.
Yeah.
Same spread, same total. I mean, it's... When you look at it this way, who do you trust to win by 5 more here, Miami or Toronto? If you had to say.
I would trust... Yeah, that's weird because my best play is Charlotte, but I would trust Miami to win by 5 more than Toronto.
So Atlanta should be a good bet in both of our eyes then. It should be a better bet than Charlotte.
Yeah.
I really... That's the way I look at it. I think the Hawks... Well, here, let me look at the injury reports.
It's not funny to me on that game, so that's why...
Let me look at injury reports real quick, too.
No,
because... But no, I'm on the Hawks for sure. I still don't think either of those teams should be favored by 5 or more at home. Well, maybe at home. You know me, I don't think that matters too much. And Hawks are necessarily healthy. John Collins is the only one out. And who is that other team? It's the Raptors.
Yeah, I like Hawks. Mark me down for Hawks.
No, I'm with you on the Hawks for sure. But I need to just... Yeah, they're necessarily healthy as well. But I'm still with this...
The over too. I do like that over.
I'm still with the underdogs on this one. I like the Hornets and I like the Hawks. Both plus 4.5 here.
Me too. In this total, I would...
Heat I don't like as a dog. Toronto, yeah, they're at home and it's the one home stadium that really has an advantage besides Denver, where it's not elevation, but you're going out of the country. And I just think Hawks won't play defense, whereas the Hornets might play a little more defense.
Well, I'm going to get a bonus right now.
But the Hawks are probably going to score more than the Hornets. It's really going to be... It's going to be... I want to see how these balance out afterwards. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to put a play on the Hawks right now. I just want to bet one. I think I'm going to bet a play.
Okay. Here's the game for you. You started off Bucks at the Bulls. Bulls plus 6.5 at home. Over under of 231.5.
Yeah.
Say your thoughts. I'm giving you your podium here. You got your minute.
Well, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. You know that. So it's it's a game that I probably won't bet because I don't like to bet on my team or against my team. I have trouble doing that. But thinking about which way I think, I mean, the Bulls can't beat good teams, and they just never do. And Bucks are a great team, so the Bucks should win the game and they should cover. But for some reason, Bulls at home might be due for a good game. So I mean, that's the fan. I got a fan. I'm coming out with a fan.
So you're coming out as a fan, wanting,
yeah,
and I mean 6.5. That's a solid. It's a solid number to take as a fan.
It's I'm not.
I mean, it's still within trouble of fouls. You know what I mean? At the end of the game,
Yeah.
if it's close and they start fouling, you got a chance to lose by 7 there.
Correct. Yeah.
But could happen where it's still fouls and you only lose by 6.
Because they could be down 15 with 2 minutes to go and it never gets close to 10, and they got
Could
beat
go
by
that
15
could
or
go
20.
that way as well. Yeah.
So but yeah, it's a game I'm not gonna play one way or the other. I would lean Bulls just as a fan play, but that's all I can say.
I've got to go the other way here. I like the Bucks.
I'm not touching.
We'll look at injury reports real quick just to see if I can justify switching here, because I've been looking for it. I have been looking for the time to call the Bulls getting up.
I know. Well, I feel like
Giannis is probable, but I've seen a lot of props for him. DraftKings odds boost today is on Giannis to get 34
So he's
points.
probably
He's
playing.
probably playing. For the Bulls, we'll take a quick peek.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Bulls have no Lonzo, we know that. Levine and Thomas are day-to-day. Levine is unlikely to play Tuesday against the Bucks.
Hence the plus 6.5 instead of plus probably 3 or 4 at home, which they would have been with Levine in.
You know what? That makes sense.
You know what I mean? I bet you they would have
Yep.
only been plus 3
So-
or 4.
I'm still taking that minus 6.5. I know Milwaukee struggles with their depth, but if the Bulls are missing somebody, I expect them to cover a bigger number.
Yeah, it's
I'm taking the Bucks here. I know you're the other way, but what do you got on the total? 231.5.
well, I'd always play the over in the Bulls games.
Even no Levine? Does it make you second guess it at all?
No, because I'd play the over.
Still lean over? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be with you on that.
What is it? 231.
231.5.
I go over that. I could play. I don't have to play the Bulls or the Bucks, but I can play the over.
All right. Wizards at Timberwolves. We don't need to look at the Wizards injury report, but we will look at the Timberwolves. Actually, you know what? We might need to look at the Wizards just in case.
It's a garbage game.
Just in case Kuzma is playing. But we got McDaniels is out. Oh, but now it says he's upgraded to questionable.
And they're plus 12.5, so it's the.
Probable Malik Beasley. I mean, the top 3 players on this team are playing. Russell, Edwards, Towns. That's what you need to know here. I expect them to cover the 12.5. And over under of 237, I don't expect either of these teams to play defense. We're going to go over. How do you feel about that?
It's a game I don't like.
I just think the Timberwolves have been playing good. They're really trying to get that 6th spot from either the Nuggets or the Jazz. They're only a game or 2 games behind. 4 games out. They got to win them all if they want any chance. And it starts by taking the ones you get for free with the Wizards.
Yeah, that 12.5 seems like a weird number to me. I'd leave it alone. But I would lean towards Minnesota. I can't ever play the Wizards.
Over under 237.5.
I'd go over.
Again, okay. With me on that. Real quick, just since we are at about the halfway mark, do you want to go over any player props in any of these games we've gone over?
No, I'm good.
Cavs, Magic, Rockets,
There's a lot
Nets,
of games, big slate. Let's just
Hornets, Heat, Hawks, Raptors, Bucks, Bulls. Any of those, any players that jump out where you feel like might be a difference maker tonight in the games we've covered?
No. The one I really want to play would be, Harden under 22, but I think he's gonna score over, so I don't want to play.
Okay.
So yeah, give me.
That's
out
your
the player.
contrarian player.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, give me out.
All right, Blazers at the Thunder. Let's just make this one easy. Thunder are going to get their second home win, and they're going to cover here as well.
Second home win?
Their second home win in the last 3 or 4 months.
They've only had one home win in the last 3 or 4 months.
I know they had their last home win in the last 2 months recently.
Wow.
I can...
And Portland's just that bad.
And Portland is just that bad. Yes, let's look up the Thunder schedule
No,
real
it's
quick.
just that simple. I mean, like you said, there ain't much to look at that game. Still got a lot of games left. Let's go.
The Thunder... Oh, they just won a home game against the Suns, too, actually.
I remember that. That was, yeah.
And then they had one against the Magic a couple days before that. So they had 2 recently. They're about to get their third. Third home win in the last...
Is
what?
that Josh Giddey for the Thunder?
He should be out.
Oh, he's out?
He hasn't played in a long time.
Really? I seen with a triple-double, I thought, like 2 weeks ago.
That was maybe 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
For the Thunder, no Trey Mann, no Kenrick Williams, Derek Favors, Darius Baisley, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Mike Muscala, Ty Jerome, Lou Dort. Oh my God.
Are they just as bad as Portland? It sounds like.
I don't think so.
I
I think Portland has mastered the art of tanking, and they will continue to tank.
Wow.
For the Blazers, no Josh Hart, no Bledsoe, no Winslow, no Brandon Williams, no Anthony Simons, no Yusuf Nurkic, no Trendon Watford, no Damian Lillard, no Joe Ingles, no Cody Zeller, no Nasir Little. This is the joke game. You might as well be watching a G League game if you're watching it. Like, literally, let's go look at the depth chart for the Blazers here.
What's the total on the game?
The total, over, under?
Yeah.
221 and a half.
Yeah, 221. Give me the under.
You want the under?
Yeah. I want under that 220.
Oh my God, I'm taking the over.
Tell me one guy that's going to put the ball in the bucket.
Tell me one guy that's going to guard anybody.
Nobody. And the guy, so these guys are going to be pulling up from 3, bombing away, and they don't...
Dad, the pace of this game is going to fly.
I agree. It's going to fly, and they're going to both shoot 38%.
Even if the pace is going to be fast enough to get past this, if you shoot 30%.
No,
These teams, oh my
Going
gosh.
heavy under on that.
Oh my God, okay.
2 teams that can't
That's where we
score.
disagree, is the over-under on this game. That's
Yeah.
the one where we are
2
differing.
teams that just cannot score.
But, are you still with me on the Thunder? I think this Blazers team, especially after seeing they're not playing that
No,
Brandon Williams.
Their lineup, I would never bet them. Ever.
Their starting point guard tonight's going to be Chris Dunn, a guy who was out of the league for the last
year
or two. So yeah,
I think he's gonna be
I'm
fishing
done
in
with this Blazers team. Done with this. Done with this game.
Done with the game.
Thunder minus 4.5. Moving on. Spurs Nuggets.
Ooh, I kind of.
Spurs plus 9.5 on the road in Denver. Over under of 234.5. You take it away here because I'm a Nuggets fan. I don't need to get into this right away.
Yeah, so I'm not really. It's a tough Nuggets. I feel like the line should be 7 or 8, maybe not quite 9, but you know the altitude, whatever. I don't know. I want to play the Nuggets at home. Are they fighting for? What are they fighting for? The 4th seed, 5th seed?
They are fighting for the 5 seed with the Jazz, and they're fighting for the division winner with the Jazz, who they are tied with currently.
There's no way they could fall out of into the play-in. They could fall to 7.
They could.
They could fall to 7.
They could fall to 7. The Timberwolves are a game or 2 behind them.
Yeah, no, I like the Nuggets minus the 9.
Spurs are going to be missing DeJounte Murray tonight.
Was he a big guy? DeJounte Murray?
He's the one who gets their triple doubles, steals, blocks.
Oh.
Guy who does the over 2.5 steals and blocks and gets him as a point guard.
Right.
But yeah,
Oh, he's a guard. Murray?
DeJounte Murray, yes, Spurs point
I
guard.
don't know that. But no,
Okay.
I like the Nuggets there.
Well,
I gotta do my homework on DeJounte Murray.
I'm going to go ahead and pull him up here. He's averaging 21, 8.5, and 9.5. Biggies, go lay down.
God damn. 21, 8.5, 9.5?
Yes, 21, 8.5, and 9.5.
So he's like the new Kawhi Leonard? Or
His
like,
PER is 15th in the league.
sounds like Kawhi
Player
Leonard.
efficiency rating of 22.47.
Sounds like Kawhi Leonard all over again. A guy that, you know, not great, no big name or nothing. He goes to San Antonio, does great. Now he's going to be a superstar somewhere else.
In his last 10, he has shot 45.7% from the field, 41.2% from 3 with 8 rebounds, 9 assists, half a block a game, 1.5 steals a game, and 25 points.
How many years has he been in the league?
He is 2016 round 1 pick 29.
From what school?
Washington.
Yeah, no.
He's 25.
He's been in the league. Is this his breakout year though? He's never averaged.
No.
He's been good before.
Yes.
Okay, get off. I don't. The Spurs. I just don't follow them. They're the boringest team in the league, so I don't follow them at all.
He's never averaged over 20 before, so I'll give you that.
So yeah, he's blowing into himself a little bit.
But the last 2 years, he's kind of made his name. This year, he's separated.
What is the average for his career? Like 18, 6 and 6?
12 and a half, 5 assists, 6 rebounds.
Yeah, see, so 12, 5, and 6 is what he averages for a career. This year, he's putting up 28 and 9. He's having a career year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's 25. He's supposed to be peaking.
I agree, but yeah, he hadn't been that good before.
He has gotten better every year. I'll say that.
I won't forget.
But he's out, difference maker. Nuggets win the game, no question, right?
Love it. Yep, love Nuggets.
Continue to move closer to that division winner. Over under 234.5. I don't see anyone playing defense in this game. Do you?
No. Well, all right. And the guy's not in there, but he's.
I'm on the over. That's just the way I lean.
I am too. Got it. What do we got next? Pelicans, Kings.
Grizzlies, Jazz.
Oh.
And I've got Grizzlies plus 5.5 here.
Okay, yeah.
And then the over under of 226.5.
Yeah.
I lean.
Undy.
I lean over.
Oh, I lean Undy.
I don't think the Jazz defense is what everyone talks it up to be, and I know Ja Morant's out, but this team still scores, and yeah, they're a decent defensive team, but this is going to be a scoring game.
I don't know. Then I lean under, but I won't play it. I don't like the game, so I'm not playing that game any which way but lose.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a couple of these picks off of our over-unders here. We got 2, and I think that's all we need. But yeah, what are you feeling here? Over under 226.5? Jazz Grizzly, you said under.
I would play the under. Yeah,
you said under. I like over. So we differ there.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll move on. We both like the Grizzlies, though, right? Or you'd like the Jazz?
But really, that's a game I wouldn't touch. I'm scared of that game.
I just know the Jazz are sliding. The Grizzlies are hot, even with no Ja Morant, even with whoever they sit out.
It's a funny line to me, which
they just play awesome.
Makes me not want to play it. I would think Memphis would.
I'm taking Memphis on the road plus 5.5 here.
Yep.
And then we've got the Pelicans at the Kings. Last 2 games here.
Yeah, I think the Kings have a chance to beat the Pelicans. Much less, plus.
Before you say that, let me go ahead and just take a look at the Kings injury report because I know Fox has been out recently.
Aaron Fox.
The guy who runs their offense.
What does the Fox say?
And then there's not Tyrese Halliburton. It's Sabonis. That's right. Those 2 got traded. But they're both out. Sabonis and Fox are both out. There's no way I'm playing this Kings team with both of them out.
I didn't know that either. I agree. I'll leave it out, and I don't want to touch the game.
Pelicans minus 7.5 all day. They have Ingram and they have McCollum.
Yep.
I'm almost positive they have both of them.
I bet McCollum will score over 24 the other night. He barely put up like 16. So I'm not a big fan of McCollum. So.
Valanciunas is day to day, but Ingram and McCollum both off the injury report. Give me the Pelicans minus the 7.5.
Yeah, sure. McCollum will put up 30 tonight, but.
All right, Lakers at the Suns. Game to end the night.
Yeah, I mean
Plus 12.5 for the Lakers and over under of 234.5. What do you got?
I kick myself every day that the Lakers play, and I don't bet against them. The next day, after I look and I see that they lost heavy, I kick myself for saying, why didn't I just hammer whoever was playing the Lakers? So, that's my theory. I love the Suns. And that's just it.
Suns are entirely healthy. They're missing Saric and Kaminsky, who they've been missing all year. Doesn't really matter who the Lakers have. They're not going to be within 12 points on this one, don't you think?
I don't think so. Anthony Davis, street clothes. It's going to be out there. Is LeBron playing?
Yeah, I mean, does that matter too?
Well, if he thinks he's going to score 30, he's going to play because then he'll you know.
I mean, he
wants to win the scoring title.
He's running out of games, and he's going to have to play in some of them.
I don't think so. I think he can sit out all of them and still qualify to win the scoring title.
I know he was a couple games short, but LeBron is out on this one too. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Suns all day. We'll run through our bet slip real quick. We have got the Sixers minus 11.5 over 234.5 in that game. We've got the Cavs minus 7.5 and under 221.5 in that game. We have got under 100.5 for the Magic total in the game at plus 210. That's going to be my big long shot of the day there. We've got the Rockets plus 16.5 at the Nets. And an over of 244.5 in that game. Hornets plus 4.5 at the Heat with an under 226.5 in that game. Hawks plus 4.5 at the Raptors with an over 226.5 in that game. We've got the Bucks minus 6.5 at the Bulls. The Timberwolves minus 12.5 at home against the Wizards. Over 237.5 in that game. Thunder minus 4.5 at home against the Blazers with an over 221.5 in that game. Nuggets minus 9.5 at home against the Spurs. Grizzlies plus 5.5 on the road in Utah. Pelicans minus 7.5 on the road in Sacramento. And to finish it off, we've got the Suns minus 12.5 at home against the Lakers.
I like it.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you soon.